Recently, someone messaged me after watching my video about moving to London that I posted a year ago. They asked if I felt lonely when I first moved to London, how I made friends here, and how long it took me to feel settled in London, because they were also about to move abroad as well. Reading that message really made me want to help them because I also really wanted to know the answers to those questions when I moved to London alone. So I tried to reply my best as possible, and I also thought I would talk about it here in case someone else is also going through something similar. Starting from the first question, did I feel lonely when I moved to London? I think feeling lonely is a natural feeling as a human, whether or not you move across the globe. But I definitely felt much lonelier than I expected. Personally, loneliness has always been more of a fleeting moment for me in my life than a long-lasting one. And if I could add all of the loneliness I felt my entire life up until I moved to London, it would still be smaller than the loneliness I felt in the first couple months here. I still remember this moment where it was my first week in London. It was a beautiful sunny day with a perfect temperature, and of course, everybody and their dogs in London were out and about. I was sitting alone on a bench at a park, and I could see at least 100 people sitting at this park, having picnics with their friends and family, playing games, having parties. And I remember just feeling so lonely in comparison because all of my friends and family were back in Seoul, and I didn't have anyone to hang out with in London. And I also was very frustrated with trying to find a flat at that time because it took me a lot of trials and tribulations to finally find the flat that I'm currently living in. So yeah, I felt lonely when I first moved to London alone, but it gets better with time and also by making friends. That leads me to the second question, which is how did I make friends in London? I made a video about this around 3 to 4 months after moving to London, but as of now, having lived here for a year, I have a bit of a different answer now. In my previous video, I talked about how I tried friend-making apps, going to social events, and joining hobby-based clubs to make friends. Now, 1 year later, did I actually make friends through those? Yes, because I did get to meet other people by putting myself out there in front of random strangers. But also no, because most of my friends now aren't the people that I met at those social settings. I think sometimes just finding that one person you get along with can potentially lead to a whole array of like-minded friends, because you're more likely to get along with your friend's friend than a complete stranger. As someone who grew up in Seoul, I never had to try to make friends as an adult because we already have our best friends from middle school, high school, or uni. So when I had to build friendships from scratch when I moved here, I felt like I was in the trenches. If you're worried about making new friends after moving abroad, I completely understand how you feel. And I can't tell you exactly when you'll start making friends, but I can 100% guarantee that you will eventually find your people. The last question was, how long did it take you to feel settled in London? I wanted to know the answer to this question the most when I first moved here, because when does this anxiety and stress end? It just felt like I was going through a never-ending tunnel. But around the 8 to 9 month mark, I started to gradually regain my center. I don't want to say that I have a complete peace of mind because that state comes and goes, but I'm in a completely different place mentally and emotionally than a year ago, and I have a much, much stronger belief in myself. There's this interview of Jensen Huang speaking at Stanford where he says people with very high expectations have very low resilience. And unfortunately, resilience matters in success. I don't know how to teach it to you, except for I hope suffering happens to you. Before moving abroad alone, I think I was someone with very low resilience because, frankly, I haven't experienced much failure in life. And moving abroad gave me a lot of chances to fail, whether that is failing at finding a job for months, failing at finding real friendships for months, failing at making the best decisions, and failing at feeling like myself for a long time. I don't know where I'll be in another year from now, but if 1 year ago I felt completely powerless in front of one setback, now I can say